back to my channel. Today is Monday, which means it's a Cricut Monday, and that means that I'm teaching you stuff about the Cricut. Today's also a Design with Me tutorial. That means I'm teaching you to design. Okay, so now that we've covered what those two things mean, let's talk about what we're actually talking about today, which is patterns in Cricut Design Space, which is kind of a mind-blown thing that I discovered. I never really played with patterns, but there are gonna be two ways I'm gonna teach you to make shapes into patterns. One is using Cricut's way of doing it, and two is using my hack. So there's two different ways to do it, and there's benefits to both of them. So this video is gonna teach you exactly how to do both of those. So I hope you enjoy it. If you do, click subscribe. If you're not already, click the thumbs up. Let me know you love it in the comments, and if you don't love it, do it nicely, but let me know in the comments what I could have done differently or explained differently, or go ahead and help each other out. If you want a great community, check out my patron Facebook group. It's free for anyone to join. My patrons are the best people on earth. They help you guys with all of your questions, the ones that I would love to get to, or I've already answered 500 times, but they're really, really good at helping the new people join in and feel loved and all that stuff. So check out that Facebook page and let's get going. Let's make some pattern shapes. Let's go. Let's do this. Hey guys, welcome back to Design Space 3. Today I'm showing you guys the basics of patterns, which is going to be the platform to a lot of our designing stickers and designing all the stuff that we go into the Plan With Me videos. So this is a great place to start, just so you understand patterns, how to upload patterns, how patterns work, and all of that stuff. So we're going to start by just typing out some text. I am going to teach you just by a simple shape and a text in this video, just so you kind of understand patterns altogether and what they actually do. And you could do this a couple different ways, but Design Space has it set up pretty simple, so I'm just going to show you guys that. I'll also show you the hack at the end if you want to know a different way to do it. So what we're going to do is, say we're making this sign for Landis for her room, and we wanted to put a star on it or a flower. Actually, I'm going to do a flower, just because when I do these videos, I like to actually make something that I'm going to use. I know I have a Hawaiian flower. Anyways, let's just go back to what we're doing. Okay, so I can teach you guys. So you'll notice that these are set to cut, and when you're doing patterns, you really want to set it to print, because you only have the option to use patterns when you turn it to a print. So you want to come right over here to this little symbol, which if it's scissors, it means it's going to cut it. If it's a printer, it means it's going to print and cut it. You can also change it to score, write, cut, all of that. But we want to set both of these to print so that we can work with patterns. Okay, so now they're both set to print. They're actually separate colors, which is fine for now. So you'll notice that this patterns thing pops up as soon as you turn it to print. I can choose from patterns that I've either uploaded or that are purchasable through Cricut Access, or down at the bottom is some subscription patterns that come with Access that are free. So you can browse those. I've already uploaded a couple just so that I can use them for this tutorial, but I'm going to show you how you would do that. If you wanted to upload your own patterns, you go to upload, and then over here it says pattern fill. So we're going to upload just a JPEG image. That's actually the flower I was looking for. Landis wants to do her room in Lilo and Stitch, so I've been trying to make a couple things here and there whenever I can. You'll notice that the larger the image, the longer it takes to actually upload it. So I'm just going to use one of these Disney images. I have Disney images stored on my computer at all times, just in case. But there was a really cute image I kind of wanted to try to play with. And it is going to be this one right here, the Disney villains, or this one. Let's go with, if you want to see them, it usually just press spacebar and it'll show you how big that image actually is. Or how about just Disneyland? That might be cute. So I'm going to use this as a fill, a pattern fill, which might work. I mean, it'll work, but it might not look the greatest, but we'll see. So the larger your image, the longer it may take to upload. But I've also learned that if you go to make it, and then go back to your board, it'll continue to upload while you're working on your project. So if you're uploading something that's really big and it's taking too long, just go over there. Okay, so pattern upload successful. Okay, so now it won't show up in your library anymore. It'll be in your patterns. So like that hack, I love that hack because I've spent so many hours literally sitting and waiting for my images to upload. But okay, so now we're gonna take this and we're gonna overlay a pattern on it. I wanted to do her, so I just clicked pattern and I clicked uploaded, and then we'll see what happens. It might take a second. Fun story, this is actually the first time I'm actually using patterns. I've known how to do it, but now I'm gonna actually use them. We're gonna be doing a lot of fun things with this feature soon. So I'm gonna try to do, that is a very large image that I chose. So I'm gonna try this smaller image to start just to see if that goes faster. And it's taking a second, there we go. Okay. So this is a fun way to do this. I'm going to show you guys the hack just because there's a different reason why I would want to show you the hack. So now let's move on to this one. This is a smaller image, so it definitely took less time. And you'll notice it overlaid the same image on every single letter, okay? So I didn't want that. I wanted the picture to span the entire thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld it just to turn it into one image, because before it was text, so it was all different. Although this is really cute, this isn't what I wanted. So I'm going to go and change the pattern to this again, and it kind of, so I'm guessing it'll like repeat the image if it's a smaller image. Let's try the Disneyland image and see what happens. So this is a little bit larger image, so that is going to take a second. So it did repeat it. It's got the castle on there about 3 different times. I'm wondering if I made it smaller, if it would do the less. But I actually liked it with the tangled image. I really liked the tangled image. Okay, so now you can print and cut this. You can print and cut this. I'm going to show you another hack to do this because you might not like that it repeats like this. We are going to do something different. So I'm going to do her name again, and this time I'm going to weld it so that it's one piece. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to our actual uploaded images, and I'm going to insert this image into my my design space. And this is a very large image. You'll notice when you get papers off of Etsy, or if you get them out of our Patreon pages, you will notice that they take quite a bit of time because they are big files, because that just means that they're holding their resolution and they're able to be scaled really big for those big projects. So this would be something really fun to do, something like big across their wall or something like that. So this image is taking forever. So let me just show you the hack. So, okay, now it wants to work. Okay, so say I really wanted just a portion of this over it, or I wanted it to be big, or I wanted it to be small. We would use the slice tool. So if I wanted it to be all pink, or have more of these hot pinks, or more of the blue, or this one has, you know, these 2 main flowers, say I wanted it to all be this, what I would do is that I'd do that and I'd let it go where I want it, and then I'd select both of them, I'd drag over the 2, and then I'd click slice. And what that's gonna do is gonna take a second because it's large. And you'll see you've got 3 different pieces now. You've got Landis sliced out of that, which I just deleted it, and that. So these are 2 different ways that you can kind of work with patterns in Design Space. This one is more customizable. You can choose what part of the image is actually going to be a part of it. This is more kind of set up, but it's kind of fast. So just depending on that. But that is how you use patterns, and stay tuned because we are going to be using patterns for a ton of stuff with my planner series. But I hope that this helped you, and make sure you click subscribe if you're not already. I love you guys. Bye.